So let's just say you want to buy a higher performance Mustang. Well, which one do you pick? In this video, we'll show off a couple of them to help make the choice possibly easier, also possibly harder. We've got a very nice lineup of Ford performance vehicles, starting from the top tier, the top dog, the brand new Shelby GT500 with Preston sitting inside, drooling over it. You want one?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I do.
500 here. Then we've got a trio of 350Rs finished in Avalanche Gray, Black, and then Leadfoot Gray. This car has lived a rough life. It's been properly used. You can't really tell on camera, but it's filthy because it gets driven hard. This car actually has 28,000 miles. This one's at 34,000. I'm only at 8,000. And then at the very end, we have kind of the more regular Mustang GT level. This is a 5-liter Coyote with the Performance Pack Level 2. And actually, I think out of all these cars, this might have the most aggressive tires. This thing comes on Cup 2s, 305s all around, whereas the 350s, the Rs, run 305s up front. I think it's 315s out back, but a lot of us are running 325s. This is a lot of, a lot of horsepower. Look at that. Properly driven and properly used. Oh boy. So Matthew, oh yeah, the other thing, there is the Ford Mustang Mach-1, which was just launched and is just becoming like in existence.
It's not officially released to the public.
Not officially released to the public. Unofficially, we allegedly, hypothetically, might have one sitting outside. Hypothetically. Allegedly. And I might go take a look at it in a bit, but it's not here. So just imagine.
The viewers won't see it.
The viewers, unfortunately, you cannot see it because it's not production.
Online, you can see it.
Yes, you can. There is a lot, and even more so, the performance or the handling pack for the Mach-1 is going to be available on manual and automatic, both of them now. So that's news also. But anyways, you can imagine that we wanted to put a Mach-1 right over there, and then that would be the full lineup. Man, 760 horsepower, 526, 526, 526. How much is the performance pack? 460? Oh, it's not at the 500 point. How cute. Never mind.
I think it's 460.
460 something. So here's one reason I would jump up to the higher tier ones or even the Mach-1. That car still has the MT82 transmission, which I passionately hate with a passion. I don't like the MT82. It has been known to have issues. It's been improved a bit into this car. It actually feels very different. I was just parking this car and just moving it back and forth, reverse, neutral drive, whatever. It feels very, very different than the Tremec that you would find in the 350 and 350R. Obviously, the very end, that GT500, you cannot get a manual anymore. That car is dual clutch only, 7-speed DCT. So out of all these cars, that's the only one where even if you wanted to, you could not buy a manual. The flip side is, with the 350s and 350Rs, even if you wanted a automatic paddle shift or dual clutch torque converter, you cannot buy it with a non-manual. It only came in a manual transmission. Honestly, to make it line up even more fair, we should have a carbon fiber track pack 500. We should have a regular GT350 with electronics pack and track pack. But it's also pretty cool seeing this lineup. Other minor difference: taillights are updated. The 350 kept the old style taillights, so just a vertical bar. The 500 went to the newer style taillights. See, these look the same as that performance pack, but if you come around to the front of the GT500, the headlights are still the same. Look, same headlights as the 350. So even though this is a 2020 model year car, it's still running the same headlights as a 2016 through 2018, 2020 350, whereas this is the new style of Mustang headlights now. Originally when it came out, I thought it looked like a catfish. I admit that it's grown on me slightly. It does look aggressive. Grabber Lime is a really cool color, Twister Orange, and then we've just got shades of gray.
I believe that with the PP Level 2 wheel, this is the stock wheel that comes with the car. I think that's one of the best looking wheels we've released from Ford.
It is. It is. It's a very good looking wheel, actually. Yeah. Cup 2s. Look how much the tires stick out from the side of the body.
All around.
That is silly. Yeah, square stance, 305s all around, very sticky. You do get Recaro seats. Not quite as aggressive as the Recaros you'll find in the Shelbys, but still nice buckets. The big digital display in the middle. Mustang logos. Actually, hey, Matt, do you know if there's any Mustang logos on our 350s?
The only ones that I know of are I know there's Ford badges, but I don't think Mustang.
I don't think there's any Mustang logos. It's all Cobras, like the
That's
snakes.
a full stock car you can look at.
Yeah, this is the 100% stock. See, this is still on the carbon wheels.
It has Ford badges, but I don't think it has a Mustang.
350, 50 obviously. While you're picking between your Mustang, you might want to decide what kind of wing do you want? A subtle little lip in the back, the giant carbon fiber wing on the 350R, which is actually a lot more aggressive than it initially looks. You can see how it like angles up. So it's actually a lot of surface area. It does sometimes obscure the rear view a little bit, but it's not too bad. This 500 has a little small, actually, I say little, but this is still a pretty massive wing.
This is the 2019 and up GT 350 track pack wing.
Okay. You could also get this on the and it has the gurney,
There's the gurney.
gurney flap thingamajigs. Yep.
And then this also comes with the front like winglets.
Yes.
But it's not on the car, obviously.
Yeah, you can also get the big carbon fiber track back wing, which has like the stanchions and
Mach
it's
1 handling pack, I believe, also comes with this type of wing. The base Mach 1 comes with the smaller wing.
so the Mach 1 is like a, I don't want to say a parts bench special because it's not, because it's picking from the best parts of a variety of different vehicles. It's taking the 5-liter, like from that performance pack level 2. It's taking the Tremec, which is a much better manual transmission. It's taking various handling and cooling components from the upper tier Shelby. So
Basically lessons learned from all the previous cars that we've done and put it into a base Mustang that you can take on the track and beat on all day and not have to buy a Shelby.
I really view it as the spiritual successor to my Boss 302.
That's a lot of people are saying
Yeah.
that it's very close to a Boss 302. But
The
it is-
Shelby was so much extra with such a special motor, because the Boss 302 was still a regular Coyote, whereas this Mach 1 is kind of a similar type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited to drive one at some point.
I've driven a couple of them at work. They're
Okay.
a lot of fun to drive.
Yeah.
The Tremec is definitely a lot better. The 10 speeds also, they're pretty fast.
Okay,
It's very, very, very quick. So,
we should talk about prices too.
yep.
You're looking at all these cars here. We do have them arranged in order of price.
Yep.
Although technically the base starting price for the last of the GT350Rs is higher than the GT500. This started higher, but you couldn't option as much onto it, whereas you could take this car from 70 grand and put it over $100,000, because if you wanted these stripes painted, that's $10,000. If you want the carbon fiber track pack with the exposed carbon fiber weave on the GT500, that's almost $20,000. So immediately, this car here becomes a
Tag was 18.5.
18,500 for the carbon fiber track pack.
10 grand on top of it. For
Yep.
if you wanted that.
I optioned one to 106,000. So this could be 100 grand. This one right now is 81 something, so just under 82,000. Just under 70,000. These 350Rs are just in that 70 grand point. And then performance pack level 2.
I think
How
it
much?
was around 50.
50?
I know the PP level 1, which is like the performance pack level 1, that one was like mid 40s.
Okay.
Like 45, 46. So I think that one was a little higher.
Ooh, so that's because a regular 350 is right at that $60,000 price point.
And I'm not sure if we've released the Mach 1 pricing yet.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well, we'll see where that lines up. The other hard thing to think about, we're talking all brand new prices. So if you spend brand new money, it's different. You can look at used cars too. Like for the price of a brand new performance pack level 2, you could buy a gently used GT350.
Well, sidebar too. You can't buy that new anymore.
You can't, that's
can't
dead.
buy these new anymore.
Nope.
Well, some of these are still on the
Yes, but you can't order one anymore. So actually,
You can buy, the only one that you can technically buy that's still being produced is the GT500.
so what Matt essentially told me is we just wasted your time with unvaluable consumer advice because you can't buy any of these cars brand new.
Talking about used market.
Oh, yeah, that's
You bought
true.
yours used.
Yes.
And I bought mine new, but still, you bought
Yes.
yours a lot cheaper than I bought mine new.
Dealer markup too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing to think about when you're deciding which Mustang to buy. The Shelbys tend to end up with stupid ADM, and I don't like dealer
The
markup.
Ford Performance product line, some dealers do have markup.
Yes. Whereas the Performance Pack Level 2 and eventually the Mach 1, that's kind of the more regular car, which most likely, and again, you shouldn't pay markup no matter what, but most likely I feel like won't have it as much. It's not as limited as these high performance Shelbys.
People pay markup just because, and that's just like I paid markup for my car because the market at the time. But if you're adamant that you don't want to pay markup, then wait a little while.
I
Or
got
get one
pissed.
used.
I got pissed about markup and bought an R8 instead. So
Why it took you 3 years to buy
It did take me 3 years. This is a very cool lineup of Mustangs. Again, we're at the Mil-Spec facility, so thanks again, Ian, for inviting us out here to get some videos. This weekend, I'm filming 500, 350R. We're about to go out and get some rollers. Full review of this is coming very soon. It's growing on me a lot. Initially, when this car launched, I was like, I don't like the front end styling as much as the 350R. I thought the 350R was a little more cohesive, a little more sleek, and just looked better, where this looked like it was just too much, too busy. But the aggression, the in-person, this color spec with twister orange and white stripes really does look aggressive, and it's cool lining all of these cars up. This is a proper Ford Performance lineup here. And with that, we shall end this video. This was an unplanned occurrence of having so many Ford Mustangs in a row. So we figured, might as well show the differences, line them up, get some cool pictures. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the GT500 review, the 350R versus 500 video, a bunch of stuff to come. Thanks for watching.